Yes, hello and welcome to Souq Sports. I want to start by saying Happy New Year. It's nice to see you again this beautiful Wednesday. I want to say thank you to every one of our technical people. They've been so nice. We get to see beautiful things with them today. My name is Souq and I'm here with no other but the regular culprit, guys.
I'm Jonah Charles and with me is Juvie. We're here to battle it out today.
You know how it is, it gives me such an incalculable pleasure to be on this show. I'm just one and only Juvie. I know Charles is excited and
yeah, I'm excited.
Well.
I'm definitely excited. I'm definitely excited. What is to come?
What is to come, right?
Yeah.
Yes, we want to say thank you very much for always being there and logging on and watching this program. It's Souq Sports, and there's no better way to start by telling you some good business ventures. The streaming platform Paramount and Comcast, they have come together and had this particular agreement beyond that normal agreement, and they are signing this to go down to the next, I think there are 2 or 3 years.
Yeah.
And you look at this particular thing and you ask yourself, how come we don't have those kind of platforms here? We have the numbers, we have the games, we have the players both here and abroad. How come the companies abroad are the ones signing these contracts, these mega deals are making millions, billions? Opportunities are bound here. The games are here. The numbers are here. We need to start getting this done. What do you think, guys?
Well, it's a good one. It's a welcome development. I mean, I don't know, because as long as there's a market for you to fill, there's always money for you to make. So Comcast and Paramount wanting to make that kind of deal is just 2 years ago they signed a deal, and if they hadn't made profit from it, they wouldn't have renewed the deal. So it goes on to tell you that there's good business in sports.
Paramount is making movies.
Yeah, they make movies.
They're making TV series.
They have streaming platforms as well. So it's a lot.
You're running away from Juvie.
No. For me, I think it's a good one. You take thoughts into planning, strategy, reworking it. And there is a system that works. People have made these things work over the years, and so they can make money. There is investment and there is plan. Then there is an expectation, and in no time you'll get something you can predict to a great degree what you're expecting. It's not been the same with us, and people will.
When you say us, define us.
Us. You know, when I talk like this, I'm a Nigerian at heart, and so. We have,
like you said, your people, right?
Yes, I'm talking about Nigerians.
No, you're talking for yourself. We are progressive people.
Yeah. We are, but a great deal of what we do is not really showing.
Is we?
It's not showing, because this money, how many are leagues are there? How many of them are?
Before you get to the leagues, we are going straight to golf. We'll have your neck today. We are going straight to golf. And the PGA Tour has come out to say that, our deadline with the Saudi the negotiations is still in place, and that particular deadline is going to be signed before the next PGA Tour in April.
Yeah.
Everyone was scared, thinking that the 29 December deadline, once it crosses, they've lost it. But they say, hey, we'll have a pally and it's going to work.
Yeah, I mean,
Saudi money.
The money is there, and PGA is something exciting. You want to watch it. The names coming in. I mean, foreign direct investment is coming in. The people that will play, the take home for whoever eventually wins this tournament. I mean, so these things are interesting things, and you can. I mean, from what we've seen, the Middle East is doing well. In terms of organizing this kind of shows, and I mean,
they are not shows. This is business.
They are business. This tournament for business tournaments outside oil, the non-oil investment platforms, and the returns are huge. I mean, we saw a news yesterday, the $22 billion, coming into the
Before you get there, your mouth and your head is too full. Now, another history was made in the US. Now, living where it was made. The Arsenal-Liverpool match is the most watched Premier League match in the US.
In the last 50 years?
In the last, is it 50 or 20 something years? That Arsenal-Liverpool match, well over 1.9 million
viewers on NBC alone.
On one network.
Not on television.
Just on one.
Not on television. I mean, they got over 300 80 something on
323,000
on that other one
on Telemundo Spanish language broadcast. You see, it just tells you.
And these are mainly pay-per-view.
Yeah.
A lot of them are pay-per-view.
Yeah.
I mean, it just explains how much viewership and how much control football has, because people are always looking for something to relax, something to just kick back and take their mind off their stress. And football gives you that, the thrill, the fascination that comes with it, the joy that comes with supporting and see your club side win or lose when it comes to.
Why did he came to lose? You're looking at me.
No, we're not going there yet. We're not going there. We'll eventually.
We're not going anywhere. We're still talking about what a lot of thrills, a lot of barriers has been broken. Tennis, the Australian Open, for this particular Australian Open, has also broken the barrier of being the most paid, as in the payout pot is the biggest ever, 6.8 million up for grabs.
I mean, it's just to hit the racket.
It's not just it's not just to hit. I mean, for sports, it's the excitement.
The excitement, yes.
The excitement, and you see how people do this thing beautifully, effortlessly. You feel it's just going there, and the racket, you just launch it, and until you play it for.
I feel like we should have a little racket to like check this thing.
Oh, we've got squash courts around. I mean, these things, it's beautiful when you see this guy Djokovic is doing Naomi Osaka is back. I mean, Rafael Nadal is back. My own boy is back. The dominance of Djokovic might come to a quick end in no time. I mean, these other guys are doing well, and it's a beautiful thing. It's a beautiful thing. I know we're still getting to Rafael Nadal smashing our theme
before you get to Rafael Nadal. The young man is back. Yes, he lost his double. He lost his double match. He still has his singles to play.
He won. He won
his singles.
Yes.
So congratulations.
Congratulations, Rafael.
Calm down. Naomi is back. And she trashed the German 3 straight sets.
Yes. It's a beautiful one.
It's beautiful, yeah, that she actually comes back from injury and she hits the ground running.
Not just injury.
Oh yeah.
I mean, she
with a beautiful girl.
Yeah, she. I mean,
it's very lovely to see. But speaking of Nadal, because age is no longer on his side. He can, for the fact that he can still compete with these young guys and take them down to the final. I mean, it still speaks to his mentality and the kind of hard work he puts, and also the money that goes into taking care of himself and keeping himself match fit to endure and go.
Speaking of match fit, now let's move again. This is going to be a very fast bit. The UFC is saying that no, we are changing our drug doping system.
Yeah.
This time around, once we blow the whistle, wherever you are, give us your pee.
That was a good one.
Wherever you are, no matter the country, once we blow our whistle, you give us your pee, and we'll go straight for
testing.
Do you think this is something nice, or they're saying no, we don't want any form of drugs. We don't want any form of drugs in this sport.
But I hope the expectation is realistic, considering the fact that stuff is heavily physical. People want to help themselves. Someone hits your face consistently you have to tap out or something if you make it alive.
Someone hits your face. Do
you
know the amount of
this,
contract money
we know, but you have to do this inconsistently. You have to do this. You have to prove yourself,
and you have to leave a level for another weight level. And
you get me. And it takes a lot. You exert a lot of energy to do this sport. So why don't I spend a lot of whatever I need, supplements, and need to take care of myself and prepare me for the next game. Not drugs. I say supplements. There are drugs that they can use to help them recover quickly.
Okay.
But there are other explicit drugs.
Sports medicine.
Yes, sports
it's
medicine.
different from drugging the body.
No. If you're an African, I mean, like Israel Adesanya and Usman were advising more Nigerians should get involved. Yeah. And you came home and your mom gave you herb.
Define herb.
Agbo Bobonishe. You took some Bobonishe just to help. Because boy, men even cry. Because you've seen fights like
you lose blood.
Bro, you break consciousness, bones are bones are broken.
It's called UFC. It's not
I'm just trying to see the sustainability in general, because these players, it's their health. So a lot of people,
are you saying yes or no?
I'm saying yes. His advice is a welcome development to have them test them regularly, because you have to create a level platform for everybody to complete.
Are you saying yes or no?
Well, I'm saying they should just put some things in consideration.
But
what are they putting into consideration?
Those beatings are not good, man. Those beatings are not good.
Just privacy as well. If I'm spending time with my family, you call me. We need to get your sample. Am I supposed to leave my family and just?
You don't need to bother. They'll come to you. Knock, knock. We're at your door. Give us the we. Yes, we are going straight to Watford, the Championship. Watford. They are still in talks with the US group. A minority stake of the entire club is being sold. 25% of the club, and they don't want to reveal who wants to buy yet.
Yeah.
But they know that they are going to sell the club.
I think they are trying to avoid going into administration.
Yeah, they're looking beyond. They're looking about 190 to 220 or 250 million to sell 25% of Watford.
We saw Man U sell 25% of their own stake. So it's business, and if they feel like they don't have the capital to keep running, they need to try and invite people outside that are willing to invest in Watford, because football is great business. It's a big business and money is involved. So you need money to run sports.
No, you need the right set of people with the right kind of money and connect to help you get out there.
They have the people already. The people, for them not to want to reveal their name, they are there already.
So let them sell. I mean, we need Watford to come.
Who is we? Your first you said Nigerians.
Football lovers.
Now we're talking about Watford. You're saying we.
Football lovers. Football lovers.
But it's a welcome one, I think. I mean, going to Vicarage Road, you know, they've been through tough times in recent years.
Yeah.
Coming at the back of back-to-back relegations and promotion. It's just a pity that I think they are sitting 15th or so in championship, and they are really struggling. And they need these funds to actually
drive get better players,
and do business that would give them, that will yield results. If I'm to say,
I mean, get good buys, like we were saying earlier. Man City getting some real good money to get some.
They are talking about what?
Identifying talents that are sustainable, that will give you what you want. You know, we have seen major big clubs make bad decisions, bad transfer decisions or business decisions that always tend to fire back, and they lose in the long run. Either you lose the player, or the player is, and the manager clashes.
Manchester.
Can you stop calling Manchester?
Okay. Let's let this quarrel occupy till we come. We are going on a break, but remember, Souq Sports is open. Bring those particular brands, good brands, and let's push it out there. We will be right back.
My name is Dr. Ajili Tobi.
My name is Etemere Glover.
Naomi, well done, and shout out to Souq News.
Shout out to Souq News. I want to encourage everyone to keep watching Souq News.
Shout out to Souq News, and yes, tune into them.
Keep watching Souq News. They are one in town.
Hey, we're watching Souq News.
Keep watching Souq News.
Keep watching Souq News. Catch them on YouTube and all social media channels.
Hey, my name is Frank Edowo, and I'm imploring you. No, forget that. I am forcing you, coercing you to always stay tuned to Souq News for your news requirements.
Yes, welcome back. It's still Souq Sports. My name is Chooks. I've got Juvie here, and I have Charles.
Yeah.
My main guy, Charles. Juvie right now, we don't know where to qualify him.
At all.
Yeah, we're still talking business, and now we're looking at branding and sponsorship. Guys, just listen to this. Now, the Bank of America is still upholding its deal with the Charlotte Stadium, still naming it Bank of America Stadium. And this has been on since 2004. And they pay $7 million every year. So just imagine, since 2004, and they've been on for 20 years. That's 140 million. And that deal has been, they've signed it again. They renewed that same deal. Bank of America Stadium. I'm now looking at the stadiums we have here in Nigeria.
Very
big beautiful stadiums. Why? Stop laughing. That your laughter is mischievous. Why can't we open up this stadia for branding? We have beautiful banks. We have other outlets around this place. We have other people that can just, hey, let's brand this place. Let's take up the branding.
But what events really go on in those places that you're talking
about? That is where whoever takes it up and on their own say, okay, who is the best club around? Come and use this place.
Well, we have seen that the National Theatre was given into private ownership, and we have still not been able to know what exactly that monument.
The details.
Not the detail. We don't even know what that monument is used for and what it stands for at the moment. So we don't know
Which
how.
Which of the monuments are you talking about?
I'm talking of National Theatre.
Let's talk about National.
No, I'm trying to relate. I'm trying to relate it now with the stadium.
Not far from the National Theatre is Teslim.
Yeah, Teslim. I was going to come there.
There are two of them.
What kind of
the National Stadium?
What activities really go on those stadiums to really attract this kind of branding or this kind of sponsorship? You know, at least to an extent, they should be put into use to say, okay, this is what goes on here. This are the activities that it has helped cover in the last decade or in last year. So please bring your money. We would give you full rights to own this stadia. Make it your own, and whatever ticket sales.
Not make it your own. It's just branding.
Yeah, branding. Make it your own. Your name is going to be. So make it your own, and whatever ticket sales, whatever profit comes from ticket sales,
your name is always there.
Your name is there, and you have a certain percentage on it. And
no.
It's lucrative for them. I mean, that's what Bank of America would be looking at to get into this kind of branding done.
Now, see where I see issues. Now we have a lot of this, I won't call them monuments, we have a lot of these structures, very good profitable structures, that if we open up, I'm very sure corporate Nigeria or somewhere outside Africa or even the Middle East can say, hey, sign us on. Typical example, how many of our big artists is going to Tottenham Stadium to go for a concert?
Yeah.
Is happening. The O2, the
Arena,
London Arena, even the Wembley, they tried. They say, no, we're not giving you for concert.
Yeah.
Why? Because they know that there's an activity going on there. So we can open up our own place too and brand it, and the money will be there. But now we need the, in quote, government to take their hands off. That's where there's an issue. Because now we have these good places.
You have just there, and they are languishing. You see them more or less like a wasteland because there is no proper infrastructure to take, or let's say a proper system that will look into taking care of those facilities and putting them in the right shape. I mean, if I go to the National Stadium, you see the way it is, grasses everywhere.
Which of the state? Okay, the Lagos.
The Lagos National Stadium.
Do you still remember Abuja case that they had to spend millions to
clear grass, just to clear the grass, and it was still not on professional level shape. So I'm just saying.
Oh, we're not having guys of bad news. No, but we have the money. We are looking at the money. Let's harvest it. Yeah, let's throw it out there.
And we have the soil. We have the soil to come and plant your money. Yes.
Possibilities are here.
For me, as an investor, you'll be thinking, if I put this money into this project, would I get my return on investment? And like you guys have been saying,
this is name branding.
Yes,
just name branding.
I mean, this is name branding. They're now putting money to make direct money, but they are making money each time you hear the name.
It calls to your mind something, right? We could start with Teslim Balogun Stadium.
Now, another question I want to ask is this. Sorry, bro. Another question I want to ask is this: why do we name our stadiums after dead people? After dead people, can't you find a school where their names will ginger people, the Nigerian palace will ginger people to work hard? Why must we use a stadium?
No, they are street, boulevard.
I mean, we hear names like the O2 Arena, it's catchy.
Of course it's
we're having a concert at the Teslim Balogun Stadium. It's too long, how would you put it on the ticket? But I'm just saying, it's just jokes. But we really need to speak to the things that matter, and that is the sponsorship deals that are bound in sports, and the money that abounds in sports, and that is a very good one from the Bank of America.
Okay, now we're going to cricket. The International Cricket Council has enjoyed its most commercial successful cricket World Cup till date. The same thing we're talking about. The sponsorship they got was well over £100 million. So you see, people are breaking bounds everywhere. And what are we talking about? Coca-Cola has also gone ahead to sign a deal up to 2031. Yeah. because they see prospects. They see prospects.
People fund cricket is, for me, initially I was like, what are these guys doing? You keep chasing what? This thing doesn't look interesting. But if you went to...
Is it football that looks interesting?
India, you went to Pakistan.
The West Indies, Australia.
Even South Africa is doing well around this thing. And I don't know how much you guys, Nigerians, we are doing. But people invest in stuff. And eventually, it's beyond playing just to make money and solve your... Because one of our problems with every of our sports across board is it's just stomach infrastructure. When people have this, they seem to forget about, so there's no continuity. I've seen people handballs, people are not sponsoring these things, but these guys get their sponsorship, their countries sponsor them, they are interested. People, I mean, if you went to India right now, cricket is big deal, not football. Yeah, not football. Cricket is big deal.
Just
South Africa.
Let's talk about
American
our football that is big deal. Where is the sponsorship for the big deal?
Some people embezzle money. Let's say the way it is. Some people embezzle money.
I would just say that we don't have the right people doing the right business for our country.
But for how long?
Having the interest of the country at heart. I mean, look at the FIFA ranking of nations around the world. We are far below. And you have nations like Iceland that are far ahead of us. I mean, what football goes on in Iceland? You have nations like Bulgaria. That's what I'm talking about, better organizations. And we have international players all of that have proven themselves in big names out there. We have the JJ Okocha, we have the Kanu Nwankwo. I mean, name how many Iceland players you can mention.
I don't know.
You see the
national player of Iceland. I remember sometime in 1994 when the fifth.
Yeah, I mean, 94. Oh no, let's not. You don't.
We always go back to the glory days.
No, please don't. Let's not go.
He starts wagging his tail.
That's where he's stuck. He's stuck at 1994 or 98.
We need to move on. 2024.
It's painful.
Yeah,
it's
still
painful.
talking about football. FIFA has threatened to suspend Brazil's FA.
Brazil.
If the country's footballing body go ahead to carry on with an election for a new president.
When they have one already.
They just want them to hands off.
Interference, I mean, everywhere. Government, get your hands off us.
But
let us enjoy
FIFA is supposed to
regulate
why Brazil? That's my intrigue. Of all countries, Brazil.
It's big money there now.
There is money. Everybody knows there is money.
Because that's like a major driving force in their economy.
It's a foreign earner, not a major driving force.
I just don't want to over sugarcoat.
No, this is not sugarcoating. It's a national.
It's like oil. It's like oil for them.
For them, yeah.
Like crude.
Look at the way the amount of Brazilian players you have around the world. They even have them in the South African Premier League. You have Brazilians play there, so they are all over the world.
At a point in time, we had Brazilian play here. At a point
in Juvi's time.
Yes, we are still talking about people breaking boundaries. Yes, the Las Vegas room rate hit record high from F1 Formula 1 race in Las Vegas convention.
Las Vegas is the place. When you go down to Nevada, you know, betting,
showbiz.
It's when you want casino joints. I mean, gambling. I mean, it's no.
That's the place.
They said Lagos people know they sleep. Boys, you know? It's not true. Go to Las Vegas. People don't sleep there.
Thanks to Formula 1, it was a different thing in November.
Yeah.
People paid as much as $249 per night for a room.
Staggering fees.
For a room.
$249.
Imagine the drinks.
That is not
imagine the balls.
Thanks to Formula 1.
Yeah. And we're not even talking of ticket sales. We're just talking of
lodging. Just lodging.
We're just talking of the tourism that they are attracting already from bringing Formula 1 to... Imagine bringing Formula 1 to Lagos, a place like Lagos.
Where are the streets? Where are the roads?
Hold on.
Let's not imagine it. This future, very impossible
term.
Juvi, stop being a joy killer.
I mean, I'm just trying to, draw comparisons as to what it would do for our economy, for Lagos alone. We know Lagos is already a big economic player when it comes to the general scale for Nigeria.
If we're finding Formula 1 difficult, let's now look at the easier one. Imagine bringing a boat race.
Oh, and we have the water.
Yes, bringing a boat race to Lagos.
And I was saying
your mind just flashed like
finally we don't even need to bring new thing. Argungu Fish Festival is enough for you.
Let's start from where we are. We are in Lagos.
Let's maximize what we've got already. How much are we?
Fishing festival sports.
These things are big deals. I mean, we could make sport out of it, and we put some prize money to it, and people go. Yes, Argungu. When you come with a big fish, people. I mean, these are things we have. Let's make football. The English didn't start it, but they made it big deal.
Okay.
Let's make what we've got big deal and sell it. That is what your comparative advantage.
We said in UFC they should stop doing drugs, whether intentionally or unintentionally. We are going to
So what are you trying
grow
to
a pig, and we need your pee. We need your
test
pee.
Alright,
we need your pee. Yeah. Still talking about money. We're talking about Saudi money.
It's only money we talk about here, man.
We're talking about Saudi money.
I like the sound of money.
You like seriously? Now the Saudi's sovereign wealth fund splashed cash in 2023. The public investment, the public investment fund, they spent a quarter of the entire funds spent worldwide, 123 billion.
Now,
they spent a quarter of it.
Please say it again.
A quarter of it on sports.
On sports. Big investments. It's a very big paying field.
This was that report was as of January 1st. So you just imagine they stepped out on their own and said, "Hey, this is our focus, and we are going to win." So you now look at it from boxing to tennis to PGA to football to every area they touched.
Being able to attract the big players. I mean, when you attract the big players, you get the viewership. I mean, everybody wants to come out and see their idol, take a picture, or the chance of seeing Ronaldo play live in your stadium.
Yeah, and it trickles down. It trickles down to the woman frying akara by the road. It trickles to the guy selling.
No, not Saudi.
No, I'm looking at.
They don't fry kose in Saudi. They don't.
They don't on this set. But we're just trying to make you understand the grand scheme of things when it comes to bringing these sports or bringing these activities.
Bringing it home.
To our last time we organized something, the Africa AFCON now, Nigeria, Ghana. Yeah. We also made some, but it's just eventually what happens. Our maintenance culture, those stadiums.
The maintenance culture is always
don't go there yet.
Okay,
let's look at the business side of it. Now, a lot of these things you're talking about is facilities in government hands. We're looking at business. Like I always say, government has no business running business. Businessmen, private entrepreneurs, corporate bodies come out and look at opportunities. They are right there in our faces. Right there in our faces.
Right
so
here.
Imagine bringing that boat race stuff right here, and you will be shocked at the amount of profit down to the person selling things on the street because the numbers will move down the street.
Yeah.
Huge numbers. Hey, we're looking and we see possibilities. We'll go on a break and Souq Sports. We'll be right back.
I'm okay.
My name is Raymond Bola Brown.
Hi, my name is Fred Amata, and you are on to Souq News.
If you are watching this channel for the first time, make sure you continue to watch it because this is Souq News.
Shout out to Souq News. Actually, I don't know. I really enjoyed the little moment I spent with you, and I think with more of this.
Souq News. Here's the Souq News who had the courage to transcend a locked off camera and actually have a conversation with a human being. It's a pleasure, Souq News. Thank you very much.
My name is Olatunji Shoti Miri. I'm a performing artist and television radio presenter and a university lecturer, Unilag. Keep watching Souq News.
Hello everyone, my name is Kenny Black, Africa's finest music comedian, and you're watching Souq News. If you're not watching Souq News, I pity you, but keep watching Souq News.
Hello everyone, my name is Timida Kolo, and you're watching Souq News. Stay tuned.
Hi, my name is Wisdom Oluwaseun Okoko, co-founder Orbit Africa Properties. I'm live at Souq News. Guys, keep watching Souq News. For everything that concerns business, economy, politics, news, Souq News is your station.
Yes, welcome back to Souq Sports. We've been talking money, business, and opportunities. Remember, there's a lot of opportunities right here in Nigeria. Just open up your eyes. If you can't find it, come to Souq Sports. We'll show you. Now, we're going straight to the NBA. Those guys are looking for money like the bee and honey. And right now, they've appointed a Rwandan, Akamanzi, as the new NBA head for Africa. What are you trying to do? To come here and look for the money?
And look for money.
Oh, it's simple.
We have the talents. We have the talents that can actually eventually bring about the game. When you have the talent, you export them. It's money too. You get me? So
Angola is a good place to visit when it comes to b-ball in Africa.
You are talking about visit. They are talking about taking NBA there global.
Yes.
They go to Asia. They go to the Middle East. Now they are bringing it down to Africa.
I'm saying from the angle of getting this scouting for talents.
They are not scouting for your talent.
Eventually they will give you.
They are coming to collect the money you have.
They definitely will give you something, then take something from you. They are not just coming.
They are bringing the games to you.
Yes, our guys will fall in love with the games. Eventually they will take not just your guys, they take your money as well, then bring it back to you.
What about the exposure that the NBA would give?
Eventually, you don't want to stay back in Africa. You want to go to the NBA.
And if you are good enough to compete in the NBA, no, you don't understand it. They're even talking of bringing that NBA game down here, establishing it, making it good, making it good for the players.
Then you get some money.
You get some money. Definitely, you do anything to get money.
Yes, that's
why are you here? We're here. No.
When you say do anything,
we'll do anything legal to get money.
Okay, good.
Let me put it that way. Because we're here working for money, isn't that? Okay. And we are here to attract money. Souq Sports, Souq Business. So I'm saying that you do anything for money, really. If you have anything legal, and if you have the talents to play basketball, and
we've got talent.
So why shouldn't it be a welcome idea for any to
Let's leave basketball and go to AFCON. Now our 25-man list is out. Yes, the coach has dropped his 25-man list. 3 keepers: Stanley Bali, Francis Uzoho, Leke Ojo. 9 defenders: Willis Trostekong, Bright Mosehi, Samuel, Ola Ainao, Saidu. There are 9 of them. The midfielders: Wilfred Ndidi.
Minus.
We have Joe Aribo. We have Frank Onyeka. We have Alex. Then we have Rafael. Then forward, there are 8 of them: Kelechi Iheanacho, Samuel Chukwueze, the Victors. We have Ahmed Musa. So hey, don't go there. Now,
I'm still wondering what happened to Isaac's success. He was
ask Ahmed Musa.
You should ask Ahmed Musa.
Yes.
What happened to another player?
Yes.
Okay, now from our 25-man list, are we going somewhere with this list?
Yeah. I would say yes, because we have a lot of players that are coming from Europe. So they bring definitely.
We'll have just one home-based player in that 25, and that happens to be the keeper.
Reserve. Really?
No, he's a keeper. We're not saying whether he's reserved.
I never eventually see the light of anything there.
Football will shock you, and I believe Jose Pozero, picking this squad, knows what he wants to implement and how the style of play he wants to, take to the AFCON, and what will give him. I believe normally he believes the players are capable of bringing this trophy back. So let us trust the coach and give him our full support, really. And
my fear is in the midfield.
Yeah,
there are 5 of them.
Very scanty.
Just 5 of them.
It's very
and only Ndidi is a holding defensive midfielder.
And unfortunately, he's injured at the moment. So I don't know how.
Is that like a hammer on our head?
It is a big blow to our AFCON hopes, and it's going to be a big miss. But whoever, like I said in the morning, whoever the coach eventually picks to replace him, I just hope that can be able to fill his shoes and give us
one holding midfield.
I don't know. It depends on the style of play the coach wants to implement.
What
really.
Style from where?
Juvie, how much football have you watched in the past decade?
No, I watch football every time, but I'm just asking.
The style of play and football has changed.
Football. This is Africa. It's not. We don't play it in the sky. This thing with what I had issue with even the old list.
He has 8 or 9 defenders.
1 home base. What are you telling me?
Doesn't matter if you are home base.
What is your rubbish rubbish.
Don't say rubbish.
You just made a mess of our local league. Like
hold
out
on,
of how many 20 teams,
hold on.
and it's just one goalie that you could see.
Hold on, Juvi.
What is the problem?
Juvi,
we don't know the assessment.
Are you angry because there is nobody from
Boko
Warriors or Kano Pillars?
If he actually made his players consist of these local players and they actually go there and don't perform to our expectations, how would you feel? Would you not still be the one coming on this show and say
he left the foreign based players
with the best experience, with the best facilities that they work with, and played with big players and played with big coaches, and they are still not able
I don't understand the word big is relative. It's relative. I'm saying
Juvi, let me
all
help you with
the guys
big.
with the 10 goals, with the 9 goals, you didn't see any. It was a goalie that eventually might not even see
Juvi,
the play.
see where the issue is. See where the issue is. And in the strikers department, we don't have a problem
at all.
The only
problem that I see is the
strikers department. We don't have a problem.
Yes, if they
which home-based player is going to hold on?
They see the balls.
Hold on. Which home-based player is going to bench Osimhen?
Exactly.
You never can tell until you try.
Come on, which home-based player is going to bench Boniface?
You never can tell until you try.
Which home-based player is going to bench Sadiq Umar?
You never can tell until you give them a try.
Which home-based player is going to bench
Football
Lukman?
is a game of numbers, Juvi. How much?
How much I'm counting for you? Which home-based player is going to bench
I'm the prophet here, and at the end of the day, when it's February and I start to laugh, I'll have the last laugh.
You can't be a prophet that prophesied doom to his people.
I've seen too many AFCON where we eventually will be coming up third or fourth with the plenty foreign styles firing from all cylinders. When they get to the Nations Cup, they are firing blank. I've seen too many, and I'm saying it. Pesero, listen to the one who knows this game. I know this game, and I'm saying it. You are making mistakes here.
Juvi knows this game. Let me tell you, on December 31st, there was a publication in Ghana. They said any prophet that prophesies doom will be fined. Now, Juvi, you're on national TV, not just national TV, on the internet. And hope Ghanaians are watching. So expect your fan very soon. And before you leave this set, I need your PA. We need to take that to the lab for that doping test. Now, what do you think of the midfield? That's just where my fear is.
The midfield is where our concerns are, because you can't have 5 players of which we can't even. Okay, look at Joe Aribo. Plays for Southampton. How much game time does he get?
At a point in time, he was a top striker. He played 9 at a point in time.
So I don't see this group of players, especially in the midfield, being able to create and feed these top men.
Can you break it down? At a point in time, Mikel was playing. He's a winger. He's a striker.
I mean, we have the big names.
Call their names. Onyeka was also a striker.
Oh yeah, he was.
So who is in the midfield? That's just my fear.
Let's give them the benefit of the doubt. I believe the coach has a style of play in his head, and let's just hope that come 13th of January, when
you're playing into Juvi's net.
I'm not, because I know the game of football is. It never goes the way you think. You never.
Argentina started the World Cup and they said they were going to get it. They had it planned out. Let's not say you never can tell. Some games, how it's going to
expect to
turn out.
Did they expect to lose to
but who eventually
Saudi
won?
Arabia?
Who eventually won? When it was the final, will tell you the fighting spirit. Do we have it in this team? When you said the coach has plans in his head, will the boys understand it enough to implement it?
I think you should keep an open mind.
This is not
you
Premiership.
Keep mentioning African football.
This is not Premiership.
Hold on, you keep mentioning African football.
Yes.
Can you please tell me what you mean by African football?
This is Africa. It's not. How many goals do you see? We defend massively.
Let me help him.
You defend massively.
Massively.
Charles, let me help him. Charles said, can you explain and define with paragraph and diagrams what you mean by
African football? What the African football in my own sense, and since I have been watching African football, has changed from what used to be. And you are still coming with that.
How many goals do we score? How many goals do we score eventually?
You know that the last AFCON had the most goals. Like recorded the most goals for a tournament in its history. I can't put numbers to it, but I'm telling you. I'm telling you.
Can I ask a question? Who won the last AFCON?
Senegal.
How many of their players play
in their local league?
Senegal is France now. Senegal is France. You can't say Senegal is African country.
Okay, so why would you say that? Senegal is in Africa. Come on, Juvi, you're not being realistic here. You're not actually being very...
I agree with you that Senegal is in Africa, but Senegal is France.
How is it France? This is a caveat. For everyone that listened to that last bit, please just delete it. Don't even Google it. Just completely delete it. How many of their players play in Africa? Let's not even say Senegal.
The Senegalese are French.
You should speak.
Does
that mean they're not African? They're not African players.
What league do they have in Senegal?
But they were able to win the AFCON.
They have a league.
Okay, you're saying they don't have a league, but they are able to win the AFCON.
I'm saying
with the same African football that he said is defense, only defense.
Listen. What happened to Nigeria in the last 8 years? See. What happened to Ghana? These are the issues. Who is Senegal when it comes to African football? Who is Senegal? Who is Mali? That is the issue.
Look at how far they went to in the World Cup.
Because
your own Nigerian country did not even qualify for it.
My point exactly. You're playing strange pattern. My point exactly. You go with the big names and they come here and they are firing blank.
Now let's get to this place. Don't worry. That doping test will definitely be carried out.
On Juvie alone.
We have Delight. Delight is on standby. If we miss to emasculate you to get sample, we win. Now we're going to transfers. We're going straight to transfers. There is transfer gossip. Rumor. Now, rumor has it that Ramsdale is likely leaving Arsenal. Do you think it's going to happen this January? Newcastle, Chelsea, they need a keeper, and they're eyeing Arsenal's number 2 right now. Who used to be number 1? Do you think he's going to go?
Well, I think he has to go. If he wants a playing chance in England come Euro 2024 in summer, because he was almost tipped to be England's number 1. We know that Pickford is there, and the Newcastle goalkeeper that got injured. But Ramsdale has what it takes to really step up and show them. We have seen it in his last season.
Yeah, he's good. He's just disciplined. He plays. Not errors. He plays a lot. Discipline.
But he
in front of goal, he plays a
saves.
lot.
I mean, look at the save against Leicester City last season. I had counted that as a goal, and that for me was the highlight of the season because it was a phenomenal stop.
Okay, now let's leave Ramsdale.
Yeah.
Still Arsenal. Crystal Palace wants Edin Ketia. Do you think
Arsenal have come to say that he's not for sale?
Arsenal right now doesn't need to sell anybody.
They need all the
help. What you guys are going through.
Who is you guys?
We're talking about Arsenal.
This is Arsenal.
You should leave the streets away from the studio.
This is Arsenal. This is Arsenal. So when I talk Manchester, this is Manchester.
I'm not Manchester.
I'm
Charles.
Tottenham is going for Radu, and they are already making a bid for Genoa's Radu. The 21-year-old, it's being priced away. I think they need help right now, and I think they will get him.
Well,
are we saying yes or no?
Yes, they need help because I think Eric Dyer is on the verge of leaving, so they need all the help they can get. And these young players that have they have the hunger to prove themselves. We know the intensity that comes with the Premier League, but we believe that if Tottenham can snatch this player, it will be, because we are looking at the investment in the long run, what is able to bring to the team in the long run. We're talking of maybe 5 years contracts and how he can help the team achieve their goals in the long run. We know Tottenham is not a side that really bagging the trophies, but we know what they're capable of doing in Europe.
Calvin Phillips to Juve, manager is saying no. Is it a possibility?
Well, if he fits in his own playing style, because we know he's a one-man band army right now because of what happened at Juve. So he's more or less like he has the veto power, and I think he's going to veto Calvin Phillips going to Juventus. But I don't really see the possibility of Phillips. But he's at the moment, as for a player that is not getting any playing time, he's looking at jetting out and racking up the playing time so that he can please his England manager and maybe get the call-up.
Mason, do you think he's leaving Getafe?
Mason Greenwood. Well, recent developments with Ratcliffe making the statement that they will not rush into a decision concerning his future, which is very, very or which gives us the green light to think that Mason Greenwood still has a future at Manchester United.
Do you think he wants to go back?
Of course, he wants to go. No, nothing beats the joy of playing for your boyhood club and actually proving your critics wrong.
Even if the club treats you like dirt.
No, it's not like they did treat him like dirt. They were preparing to reinstate him into the team until the backlash from social media.
They were reluctant. They were careful of their image.
Who wouldn't? Because that would be playing with your money. Imagine if half of
a time Manchester stood out for the young man.
They were talks. I mean, Juvie, they had not come openly. I agree to say this or that.
On this Greenwood matter, let's leave it for Greenwood. Getafe and Man U to sort themselves out. Now, Man U are also preparing to offer for 30-year-old France defender. That is the one I don't understand. Varane. They're trying to keep the guy.
Well, at the moment they don't have any they don't have options. Their other option is Lindelof, of which they have given a new contract till 2025. But
what about Johnny Evans, 35?
That's what I'm saying. They want to sell Varane out.
Yes.
They want to, give Johnny Evans a much more.
Why keep a 35 and sell a 30?
It's the politics that go on in football, and they are bound in Manchester United. Okay. A lot of businesses go wrong here in Manchester because their decisions are questionable. Because why keep a 35-year-old because he was the last player to leave the Premier League in Sir Alex's era? I mean, that's bygone. Let's talk about the future. And Varane, for me, is the future of defending for now, because they have Licha and Maguire out of the squad due to injury. So I don't know.
Okay. You want to add something to it?
No.
Okay, good. Just leave
Manchester.
Now, let's end the transfer gossip on this. Still the same person, Mbappe. Where is he heading to? Saudi money? Spain? Saudi money?
Well, I think Spain. Liverpool has also joined.
Liverpool? Liverpool won't pay.
Liverpool cannot pay. It's not that they won't pay. If they have the money to pay, Liverpool will, but they cannot
for
pay.
that amount.
Yeah, they can't pay.
On this good note, we want to say thank you very much for being there on Souq Sports. On Souq Sports. Remember, we are very grateful for you. You have always been there. You've logged on and you've watched us every single Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. And thank you for also being there for Sportsville every 15 minutes. 9:30 of every single weekday. We say thank you very much. My name is Chooks. I want to say thank you to everyone that has been in the technical and the background, making sure things happen. To Tokwe, shouting us down and making sure we do things as good as possible. To Gladys, to our cameraman, Austin,
to Kelvin,
to Delight,
our producer,
to Kelvin, and also Chike, who is seated and watching over our head. So I want to say thank you very much. My name is Chooks, and my guys are still here.
Yeah, and it's a wrap from us at Souq Sports, and we will do this again on Friday. I'm still going to banter this guy because I don't know what he has taken. I don't know where you are getting to, but we hope that he comes in his right frame of mind on Friday. And yeah, it's a wrap from Charles.
All right, it is giving such an incalculable pleasure. I'm taking a bow, but I'm not going out. Remember to like, share, subscribe. All right, we want more and more. Share to family and friends and enemies, everything in between. I am Juvie Ufiene. It's a bye from me.
Thank you very much. We'll see you on Friday, 1 p.m.